Welcome. Unit 9, A Rose for the Princess. 6th Standard, Part 1, English First Language, Part 2. As per 2024-2025 Karnataka State Board Syllabus, rereading task. 1. Where did the king and the minister go one night? The king and his minister ventured out into the city under the cover of darkness to observe the kingdom firsthand. 2. How were they dressed? They remain unnoticed. They dressed like commoners, blending in with the people to experience their lives without revealing their true identities. 3. What did they want to find out? Their purpose was to understand the actual conditions of their kingdom, to see if the people were happy, and to learn about any struggles they faced. Listening and speaking. Listen to what your teacher says and answer his or her question. Once a king and his minister went out one night into the streets of the capital city in disguise. Now, you imagine and tell me why they did this, how they were dressed, and what they wanted to find out. In this play, the princess comes out of the palace in disguise. Makbul is a gardener in the gardens of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. One day, the maid Panna accompanies him to the Hanuman Mandir in the bazaar. Find out what happened after that. Scene 1. Empress Shah Jahan Garden. Makbul is tending the roses. Makbul touches each rose lovingly, calling each by name. Gulbadan, Badal, Dilruba, Ghata, stops as he comes to a pink one. And what shall I call you? You remind me of the pink of the down sky. Subha is what I'll call you. It's a perfect for you. Subha, Subha. He lines the basket near him with the green leaves and cut the pink rose and lays it gently in the basket. He picks it up and turns to go when the maid Dilruba walks in with tinkling anklets. Dilruba said, Makbul Mia, what have you got there? A rose for Princess Johanara, Makbul nurse. And what have you named it? The princess would want to know. Makbul said, Subha, the pink of the down sky. Dilruba said, that's a lovely name. She takes the basket from Makbul and leaves. Makbul said, oh, one moment, please. The maid stops and turns. May I ask you something? Dilruba said, yes. What is it, Makbul Mia? Silence. Come on. You can ask me anything, whispers. I won't tell a soul. Viciously except the princess, of course. Makbul said, what? Dilruba said, no, no. I was just pulling your leg. Would I do anything as stupid? Makbul said, that seems more likely. Dilruba said, all right, you have had your revenge. Now ask away. Makbul said, pause. What does the princess look like? Please. I mean, if I could see her just once, I would name a rose for her. Dilruba said, you just named it. That means princess look like just a Subha. Early morning. She is so fresh and delicate and beautiful. Makbul said, what? He didn't understand what she said. She was mischievous. Dilruba, Subha. She laughs laughingly. She said that. You want to know what the princess looks like, don't you? Well, she is as beautiful, as delicate, as fresh as this rose. Makbul said, serious. Maybe I should name this one after her. Dilruba said, no, Subaha is fine, with a glint in her eyes. Maybe I'll tell the princess to change her name to Subha. Makbul turns away, not pleased with her brand of humor. Dilruba said, I'm sorry, Makbul Mia. I'm not poking fun at you. It's just that I'm in a very happy mood today. Silence as Makbul returns to his work. Tell me about your family. I haven't ever seen your wife or family around. Makbul said, my wife died long ago. My sons are in Emperor's army and are away with their families in the Deccan. And now, pointing to the roses, those are my only family. Dilruba said, you must love them so. Makbul said, more than my own life. Dilruba said, you know, I'm one of your family too. Wait here, I'll be back in a minute. Exits and re enters with a silk cloth on her arm. Dilruba said the princess was very pleased. Makbul Mia, and she has sent some silk for a jacket for you. Makbul said, her highness is too kind. Takes the cloth from her, and as she turns to leave, one moment. You said you were one of my family too. What did you mean? She was very mischievous. Already we know the names of the roses he named. One of the roses he named is Dilruba. Her name is also Dilruba here. That's why she said she is also her name and Rose name is same. Dilruba. I am a rose too. But he didn't understand that. He forgot that. Makbul said, ah, Dilruba. My name is Dilruba, she said. The roses, one of the group of roses name is also Dilruba. That's why she said like that. Exits with a tinkling of her anklets, mingling with her laughter. The emperor's garden. Makbul is digging up a flower bed. Sounds of the anklets. Makbul looks up to find another maid standing in front of him. Another maid came now. She tells him that she is a maid of Princess Jahanara. Panna. What's the new maid's name is? Panna, you remember. Princess says that when you name them, you show a poet's touch. This is what the maid Dilruba said to Princess. Now, Panna, another maid, came and talking to him. Makbul said, you work for her? Panna said, yes, Makbul Bhai silently watches him work, hums a snatch of a song. Makbul finishes his digging, sits down with a basket of golden marigolds, and begins stringing a garland. Panna said, you are going to send a garland to the princess. Makbul. Every first Tuesday of the month, I take a garland to the Hanumanji Mandir and sometimes to Sheikh Krusty's Dargah. Panna said, where are you taking this one? Makbul said, today is the first Tuesday of the month. Panna said, can I come with you? Makbul looks up at her. Please, I haven't been out of the Killa for a long time. Makbul said, all right, but don't expect me to buy you anything in the bazaar. Women see bangles or attar and they must have them. I have no money to waste. Anna said, no, no, I promise. Makbul said, let's go then, but first cover your face properly with the chunari. Child, pause. What's your name? Puts the garland in the basket. Anna said, Panna, because she paused for a while. Then she told the name Panna because she herself was a princess. She is coming in disguise as a maid. That's why she is telling the name Panna. This is the suspense of the story. Scene 2. The bustling streets of Agra. There is a Hanuman Mandir on the left, Masjid on the right, and the number of the shops. This was the rush road in the Mughal streets. Panna, accompanied by Makbul, is looking around in a wonder and delight. There are people walking about everywhere. Panna said, isn't this all too wonderfully colorful, crowded, and noisy? Makbul said, haven't you come here before? Vanna said, I have, but then the roads were emptied for us because she is coming with a princess. But Vanna herself is a princess. That's why when she comes, the road were emptied. Makbul emptied? He doubted her. Why these roads will be emptied for the maid? Vanna said, I mean, I have been here with the Princess Jahanara. That's why for Princess Jahanara, roads were empty. That's why when Vanna came along with the Jahanara, she is telling, but herself is a Jahanara here. They go towards the idol of the Hanuman in the mandir. The priest comes to them. Makbul said, sorry, we are late. This girl walks slowly and steps everywhere, stops everywhere. Just now I had to pull her away from the dancing deer. Panna takes the garland from the Makbul and places it at the feet of the idol. She reaches up and rings all the bells and then bend down low to do pranam. As per the Hindu culture, she is doing pranam, but she was a princess of the Mohammedan. The priest gives them prasad and she immediately pops some into her mouth. Panna said, these sweets are delicious. Are you in hurry, Makbul Bhai? Or can we walk around a bit? I promise not to tire you. Makbul said, resigned, let's go. The two stroll through the bazaar. Panna isn't interested in all the glittering jewelry and silks because she was a Princess Jahanara. She is not interested in jewelry because she had all of them. Instead, she sits and listens to the man singing on a masjid step because this is all is new for her, and then stands giggling at the funny magician. She buys the roasted chana and sweet potatoes from the street vendor, sharing everything with the Makbul. She stands wide-eyed looking up at the sky. Panna said, oh, look, a kite. Isn't it lovely? And camel over there. It's such fun and so beautiful. She didn't see all these. Makbul said, naturally, Agra is a great city. Do you know that our emperor is planning many new buildings inside the fort, all marble and inlay work? Panna said, I have heard. Makbul said, you won't understand. You are just a stupid girl after all. Panna laughs, delighted at the insult. Suddenly, soldiers enter with their swords. The army commander is there too, yelling at everyone. They captured this whole bazaar. Makbul said, whispers to someone, what's the matter? Makbul is asking one of the soldiers now. Soldier said, whispers back, Princess Johanna is missing. They think she has been kidnapped. Panna said, Allah, I'm in trouble because she herself was a Jahannara here. She was a princess. She walks up to the commander and lifts her veil. Stop, I'm back, she is telling to commander here. The commander and soldiers bowed deeply to the Banna. This was the practice at that time. She was a princess, and all people working under her, even the commander, whenever they see the prince or princesses, they should kneel down and wish them. Commander, Your Highness, where have you been? Makbul said, Your Highness. He puts a hand to his head as if to stop it from reeling. Are you Princess Jahanara, Your Highness? He's asking. Jahanara said, I want to see the city. I was quite safe with Makbul Bhai. It told him. Commander said, arrest him. He abducted the princess. Two hefty soldiers grip Makbul's arms. Jahanara, stop. Let him go immediately. Commander, but your highness. Jahanara said, no buts. Do as I say. He will not trouble him. He did not know I am Jahanara, and it was I who requested him to take me to the city. To Makbul softly, go back to your garden. Makbul Bhai, and thank you. Because of you, I have had one of the most enjoyable days of my life. Makbul exits dazed as tears look on him. Scene 3. The Emperor's Garden. Makbul is sitting in one of corners despondently. He does not even care to look at his favorite rose plant. Suddenly there was a tinkling of anklets. Makbul looks up and scrambles to his feet. It is the princess and the maid Dilruba. Jahanara, what's the matter, Makbul bhai? You are crying. You are not happy to see me. Makbul bhai said, Huzur Sahiba, how can I not be happy? I am just bemoaning my fate. Dilruba said, why Makbul bhai? What has fate done to upset you so much? Makbul said, I have to leave this place soon. Jahannara said, what? But why? You love this place, and what will these roses do without you? Makbul breaks down. Dilruba said, Makbul bhai, please tell us what happened. Makbul, amid sobs, the commander wants me to leave for Sikandra immediately. I have been punished because of yesterday's incident and sent off to the work at Akbar Badshah's tomb at Sikandra. Who will look after my roses now? Silence. Jahannara said, don't worry. I'll arrange something. Also, aren't you going to give me a parting gift? Makbul Bai looks at her devastated. Certainly, Huzur Sahiba. He goes to plant, search for a rose and pick it. He offers it to her. This is my last gift to you, Huzur Sahiba. Jahannara said, accepting it, it's beautiful. Dilruba, yes, even more beautiful than Subha. Makbul smiles for the first time. Jahannara, as a reward I'm giving you. Dilruba said, shall I go fetch one of those gold chimes you had set aside for gifts? Jahannara said, no. Makbul Bai doesn't need a gold. Makbul says false because he thought he is not himself not worthy of the gift. Now he deserves something far better, and the rose gardens of the Kila to tend for the roses of his life. Makbul, Huzur. Now the Makbul is very happy because he need not to go out of this Kila. Now he can live with his roses. Jahannara said, and if that commander troubles you again, tell him to come to me first. Makbul said, a thousand thanks, Huzur Sahiba. I'll create the best roses in the kingdom for you. Jahannara said, yes, but before that, Makbul Bhai, I have a request for you. Makbul said, anything. Jahannara said, next time you go to the mandir, send me a prasad. It was delicious. Makbul and Dilruba laughed because princess was from Mohammedan climate community, but she is liking the prasada from mandir. She wants to eat that prasada again. She's interested in that. That's why Makbul and Dilruba were laughing. By the way, what is the name of this rose? Makbul said, Shahzadi Jahannara. These are the most beautiful flowers in that garden. He named them as Princess Jahannara. Please like, share, subscribe, save the playlist, and comment. Thank you very much. Bye bye.